In this lesson, I'd like to emphasize the definition and purpose of percents. Percents are a ratio or relationship to 100, and the purpose of percents is to even the playing field. In other words, to be able to more accurately compare two things that are not necessarily equal. For example, comparing your scores on two tests where one is worth 65 points and the other is worth 85 points is much easier to do when the scores are put into percents. Let's take a look at the relationship to 100. This square block has 100 equal-sized squares inside of it. The total is out of 100, and there are 70 of the squares that are shaded in. The ratio then is 70 out of 100, which is 70%. As you will see in other examples in your text, percents can also be written as decimals and also as fractions, which we don't see here, but 75 hundredths is written as 75 over 100. So in this particular example, we have the decimal, the fraction form, and the percent. Take a look at this 100 block square. What percent is colored red? "55 out of 100 of the blocks are colored red, which can be represented as 55%. What percent of that same block is colored gray? "45 out of the 100 blocks are colored gray, which can be written as 45%. Because these red and gray blocks came from the same 100 squared large block, the percentages should add to equal the total of 100%, which in this case they do. So another way I could have quickly found how many blocks were gray would be to subtract. I could have taken 100 total squares, subtracted the 55 that we found to be red, and could have gotten the same 45 block or 45% answer. Though percents are a relationship to 100, where 100 represents the total of something, it is possible to have a higher percent than 100. Think about bonus points on an assessment, for example. So take a look at this one. What percent of these blocks are yellow? This is a good visual to see that not all percents start out of 100 different equal-sized sections. The block on the left is broken into 10 equal sections, while the block on the right has the 100 sections we are familiar with. Notice how the region that is colored blue is the same size. This shows how two fractions can have equivalent percents. 6/10 and 60 hundredths are both represented by 60%. 60% of both of these blocks are colored blue. One simply started out of 10 sections, the other one was out of 100. That last example should help you as you move through the problems similar to comparing scores from that 65-point test to the 85-point test. Thanks for watching.